Hi Aquariuses, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your November 2017 finance and romance reading. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you to those of you who have liked, subscribed, shared, received readings, and have provided such beautiful and blessed, kind words through your feedback. I'm going to start out with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm going to ask Spirit to please provide those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign, male or female, because this is general, a word of prayer that we can close with at the end. Thank you. Now I'm going to start off with career and finances. And what I'm going to do is a circle spread by use of the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And to clarify, I'll be combining the John Holland deck with the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by P.C. Cast and Colette Baron Reed. And again, this is a circle spread. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages regarding their career and finance energies now on into and through the month of November 2017. Thank you. All right, well, the card representing your current life path here on Earth at this time is Passion Ignited. Now, yes, this is supposed to be finances. So maybe you guys just heard of a job opportunity, or you climbed into a position that you've always wanted to, and you're very passionate about what it is you're doing. Maybe you're just passionate about what it is you're doing. Okay, in the card, with the card representing you in your current life path of Passion Ignited, is meditation. So Spirit's asking for you guys to ask Spirit for what you want. Gosh, I'm feeling strong love here, but I'm going to continue. So if there's something, a offer, job offer, opportunity, meditate on that, because passion will be or has been ignited for you. Now, in your mental aspects position, some of you are dealing with some sort of sacrifice. That could be leaving an old position behind, somehow maybe changing things up. Either way, it's about taking an oath to yourself when it comes to this sacrifice, standing by a decision. In your relationship sector, we have Suffering in Silence and a reminder card with a tombstone that says don't forget. So in a relationship, could be with regards to the position you are currently in. Speak your piece. Don't forget, maybe another time when some of you wanted to speak to someone and wanted more money, and time passed and time continued to pass. Now it's time to meditate, if anything, and ask Spirit to please bring this opportunity your way. In your creative inspirations position, we have Love and Triumph. Love is what we share with each other every day, everyone we come into contact with. And there's triumph connected to a situation that you guys have been meditating on, hoping that passion will be ignited, maybe when it comes to something you love doing, something you want badly. I'm trying to stick to finances here. In your actions position, Spirit's saying that with the High Priestess of Earth, who's going to guide you in your path when it comes to career and finances. As you take action, you will reap from your material harvest. So continue to work and do what it is you're doing right now, meditating to Spirit as you do. In your emotional aspects position, we have Harmony and the High Priestess of Fire, who normally guides people when it comes to what steps they need to take. to find harmony. And for you guys, it might be a very emotional time as you're being called to do something on the behalf of love so that there can be harmony in a connection. What you put in, you will receive. Sometimes when you suffer in silence, you sacrifice the ability to share love. Therefore, you just don't. So triumph your own battle creatively by doing something with love. In your subconscious aspects position, you have the sacral chakra. There is a bad desire to move in a new direction. And this could be moving literally. But it's a horse by himself, taking the steps, suffering in silence, not forgetting what has transpired, but meditating in hopes that something will become in your path that you can love. Maybe even that you will triumph in love itself through creative ways. I can't help with the love thing. It's everywhere here. So practical matters. Take some time to go sit in your grove, to find quiet time out in your forest, on your couch with your kitty cat and your blanket, until you come to some sort of an awareness of what it is exactly that you need to manifest for yourself in life. And then use the magician energies to apply meditation when it comes to opening your heart to love, knowing that you will triumph if you move towards what your gut aches for. In your inner strengths position, we have balance, justice, fairness, listening. You have the ability at this time with the inner strength energies of balance and listening to actually understand something that is not being said. Remember that balance is happiness. Maybe take and listen to what people have to say and look at it in different perspectives. Because we're working on love here, right? We're trying to come together so that there can be movement. No more stagnancy. Now the card representing the entire read is the waiting game, and a lot of people are held in this right now. This is a year number 1. 2017 is 10. 10 is 1 plus 0. We are on a number 1 path, and because there are 9 cards, 9 planets, and I could go so on and on, we have what we choose now depending on what the next 9 years will be like. So a lot of us who are experiencing the waiting game energies, we need to remember that the moon represents hope, and that without hope it would be dark in our path, that we are being led by spirit. And here comes pardon me, a message about material and spiritual prosperity. And I notice that this person's looking out at a distance for this message. Maybe you guys are going to hear of an opportunity at a distance that is prosperous. Rejoice in celebration when it comes to moving forward, and then as your path opens up to a new beginning, remember that we summon in everything that transpires in our path, whether it's spiritually, consciously, subconsciously, etc. Now it's time to think about who and what we're going to summon into our path in the future. Because there's passion, but there's confusion and fear. Spirit's giving you guys the energy of the intuition card to provide you with strength as you connect with Spirit to receive the answers you need. At one point, you guys were obedient to your own specific rules and regulations, but somehow you ended up blindfolded. Now it's time to take off the blindfold and look at the situation clearly. Go through that emotional withdrawal and know that Spirit's here to help you to make the right choices, that you will succeed. Stand your ground. You have the warrior energies. And the High Priestess of Water is going to help you control your emotions as you step into destiny. And it all feels complicated, but if you let Spirit speak to you, there will come clarity as to where all of this is leading. This is a big time for you guys to trust in Spirit. Hold on. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to pull messages from Spirit regarding career and finance, so you guys have some spiritual guidance to help you as you walk through the next month and a half or two. So dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages of spiritual guidance now on into the end of November 2017. Okay. Well, right off the bat, they're asking for you guys to compromise. Remember, balance is happiness. But they're saying you're going to have to wait for a minute. Okay, so some of you are waiting for compromise, but Spirit's asking for you to just hold on till everybody works things out. Could be that some of you are dealing with a court situation. And I'm going to clarify with the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages for November. One moment. Children, love them. All right, so let's move on. So to start out, once again, we had compromise. Remaining balanced. If you remain balanced, people may come together in a cooperative way. Maybe there's a situation that involves 3 people. So Spirit wants you to process this issue or concern in the kindest of ways. But they're saying you are going to have to wait when it comes to maybe a passionate connection. In your thoughts position, we've got ask for help from others in order to triumph. And in your foundation, something is unlikely. So Spirit's saying, remember to choose wisely. Okay, so there may be some celebration, some gathering, some getting together, and then having to compromise with the current situation that's holding you up from being able to maybe go and enjoy a passionate new beginning. In the recent past, Spirit was saying no. It is not time for disruption. For if things fall apart around you, so too will you fall apart. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, Spirit's saying, look, there's not going to be a need to worry. Why? Because you're going to learn something about yourself spiritually through this process. Everything that's happening is meant to happen because you're rising to a higher level spiritually. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys have control over, within the next few months, if you're going to get yourself through some sort of spiritual transformation. So it's almost like a part of you guys is learning to celebrate compromise, waiting on passion, trying to find guidance in order to triumph, but not being sure of which way to go. In the recent past, Spirit was trying to tell you not to disrupt a circumstance or situation. And now in the next few weeks, they're saying you no longer need to worry. You have risen to a higher level spiritually. Now within the next few months, take some time to kick back and realize what this process taught you about you, because that's why we're here. Now, Spirit's telling you, this is messages from Spirit, that you're ready. You are ready after rising to this higher level spiritually to be able to come into a very harmonious connection with someone. Something very, very beautiful. In your hopes and fears position, Spirit's saying, look for a sign, because the time is going to come where you can make that decision. And it may be difficult because there's something that you may have to sacrifice when the time comes. In your outcome position, we have romance. And your heart chakra opening up once again. For someone, this is breaking away from something and having to go through some sort of spiritual transformation and to compromise almost within yourself so that you can be ready for this up and coming romance. Now the card representing, or the cards representing the entire reading, are telling you that everything is happening according to perfect timing. The time will come for passion to be ignited. And the time will come for balance, fairness, and equality. At some point, you're going to become very aware of what it is you were contemplating before and what needs to be done. Listen to Spirit with your third eye. Listen to messages around you and what you're being drawn towards. Spirit's saying at some point, you guys will want to move on. You'll know when the time comes, because when you're being paused through obstacles and challenges, it's not the right time. But when things start happening perfectly, that's when it's time for the spiritual union. Right now is the time for truth, inner truth, and solitary. Time spent solitarily. Spirit's messages are about recognition and reward. As you communicate clearly with others, you will receive recognition because you took control of your path. And Spirit's saying that's why they're bringing in big happy changes in the near future. So some of you, not all of you, of course I only pull so many messages in these general readings, are taking a new step in a new direction, maybe even at a distance. But you need to go through what a lot of people are going through, and it's a spiritual transformation of what was in the last 9 years and what the next 9 years are going to be. We're in a year number 1. 2017 is 10. 10 is 1. So big changes here, because number 1 year is almost over. And I feel like by December, we're all going to have a pretty clear direction of what it is we're starting in January. And it's all lining up according to perfect timing. So let's get on to romance. Even a lot of that sounded like romance. I think obviously some of this is tying romance and finance together because of a move. Okay? All right, so romance and love energies. Time stampers, it's 1908 right now. Thank you for those of you who do that. Love and romance energies. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages regarding their current path in November 2017. So they're saying your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations are what are going to bring you and someone else together. Right now, the crossing card has to do with financial issues that are a factor. Let's clarify the Romance Angel deck with the Psychic Tarot deck and clarify each step of a Celtic spread here before us. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages of guidance and clarity as we go through each step of this spread. Thank you. So yeah, some of you through emotional loss, maybe inadvertently called in a soulmate. Some of you wanted to get away and now the opportunity is coming. It's being crossed with the financial issues are a factor in your love life. Therefore, you're really focused on a new connection, a new partnership, and who is going to be or are going to be your alliances. In your thoughts position, we have attraction and the ability to give birth to something beautiful. So you guys are attractive and able to manifest a new blessed path. In your foundation, to recapture romance, it's time to allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You may be getting very excited about not only romance, but material and spiritual prosperity. Everything may start to flow for you guys when you start heading in a path of love in November. In the recent past, you thought maybe someone was a romance of a lifetime. But it seems like there's been just some time where you're having to wait, which we talked about. Therefore, they're asking for you to have patience. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's time to take back control of your life. It's time to get out of your head. It's time to release the suffering in silence. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys have control over offering that romantic gesture while at the same time releasing your emotions, going through an emotional withdrawal. Somebody is going to want to help pick you up and help you with this suffering. Spirit's telling you that your feelings are always real and they're always worth exploring because they love love. Therefore, they want you to let go of any heartache and loss and to learn how to avoid heartache and loss as you move forward. In your hopes and fears position, we have a strong magnetic chemistry and sitting in solitude. So hoping as you're waiting, as hopefully you are praying and learning a lot about yourselves, about not only material circumstances, but about something that's deep and spiritual within your own path. In your outcome, pardon me, position, Spirit is saying yes to confirm for you guys. This is your soulmate. You've come a long way. You know what you want your home to look like, your account, your business that you're tied to. You've come a long way, and now some of you are truly looking at your soulmate. Oh boy, this has been so up and down. First, we have calling in our soulmate because we're sad. Then we have finances and career that's a concern because of partnerships and alliances. Or maybe thinking that partnerships and alliances will help for you to deal with a financial or career situation. There's attraction and hopes to be able to give birth to something in your thoughts. And in your foundation, you're wanting to have romance and material and going through all this fun stuff, which is great. Have patience, because in the past it seemed like it was the romance of a lifetime. But now the next few weeks, you guys are having to free yourself from something being up in your head to take back control of your life because you are tired of suffering in silence. You have control in the next 4 to 6 weeks over allowing for your emotions to exit, emotional withdrawal, so that you can make a romantic gesture and think clearly about what it is you want to manifest with who you believe is your soulmate. Now, Spirit's saying your feelings are real, but remember heartache and loss. What have you learned about heartache and loss? How do you avoid heartache and loss? You have wisdom to know now who is your soulmate. I might have to clarify a little bit more, because we have here, representing the entire reading, unrequited love, not enough attraction or chemistry, where prosperity is beginning. Retreating, maybe first before you move, take some time to get together, get to know one another, to see the shadow side of each other before taking a step in a new direction. Something that started out as temptation needs to just unfold. You may be hoping for your love life to ascend to a higher level of commitment. I think that's why you need to heal and decide on a new direction, on new choices, and on new decisions. Some of you are really convinced that you've met the partner you've been seeking with the Destiny card. And you're listening to your intuition until you can come together again. Spirit wants to speak with you about deception. And to be able to recognize when someone's wearing a false mask. You have the triumphant success in a new direction. You have the ability with the Ace of Swords to claim victory on your past so that you can step into a brand new beginning that you've never experienced before. Remember, it's your self-respect that makes you more romantically attractive. So handle your loss, suffer, heal, and then open your heart to anew. If you do that, your wishes will be fulfilled. A lot of you will have to take some time as you heal to clear your energy of a situation or a connection from the past. They're saying positive thinking will bring you romance. It's just about deciding who and what it is that you want in this path. You deserve love, but just make sure you're not offering love out of discontentment or boredom. Flirt with others as you are trying to maintain a firm foundation. Work on trust and speaking your truth. Have faith in Spirit. You can give a relationship a chance now after you guys have been through something difficult, if you so choose. You have the energy of the Power card here and spiritual strength to take small steps to start getting excited about a new journey, a new direction, about maybe traveling or meeting someone and getting to know each other better. I think people lately, what I've been hearing, are so eager to get to where it is they want to go that they forget the steps that are in between. And we don't have to be afraid of taking the steps. We just need to know what our goal is and get excited about that goal. Because it's the journey that we want to always remember. So take any fears you guys have, Aquarius, in the month of November and turn them into exciting goals and priorities so that whatever needs to transpire and pass can do however it so must. And then you can head towards what looks like could very well be a soulmate. But remember what you've learned and move slowly. Don't try to control anything, and make sure you heal in the month of November 2017, for whoever these energies are. Your word of prayer, Aquarius, is God. I step out of the way and surrender the need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and the situation. And to close, I'm going to read from the book. If I can get a hold of the book. Goodness. I'll do it later. You've prayed for help, and now it's time to allow heaven to assist you. God's love and wisdom have always been available to you, provided that you're willing to trust in His divine will. Release any unhealed components of your relationship with your Creator to Mother Mary and the angels in favor of developing a closer, more trusting one. This may require tremendous faith on your part, especially if you can't see a solution to your present situation on the horizon. This card indicates that you've been approaching the situation single-handedly, trying to anticipate and to control the outcome by yourself. Anxiety comes from distrust in divine order and timing, along with the disappointment when others don't follow your plans. Surrender your need to be the scriptwriter. It will help you to relax and to actually get better results. God has room to heal you and the situation when you allow Him to be in charge. So, allow yourself to go within and heal. Get quiet and remember who you used to be and all the experiences along the way. What those experiences taught you about yourself and who you are now. As you step into a new path, make sure you know everything about that path. How do I want to live? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? Who will that person be with me in my path? Make sure you understand the path before you and identify it as the one you are manifesting or not. And that involves time. In the meantime, Spirit's saying spend time with your children and keep things lighthearted as you flirt. Listen to your intuition and meditate for answers. Thank you again for stopping by my channel. I hope to hear from you guys in the very near future if you'd like a personal read. Or I'll be sending out a video mid-November to early December. Take care and God bless.